You know that device on your wrist? Yeah, it does a whole lot more than just count your steps. Hidden inside its sensors is this incredibly powerful code. It's like a window into your biological age. So in this explainer, we're going to crack that code. We're going to show you how to turn your watch into an amazing tool for a longer, healthier life. So let me ask you this. What if your watch isn't just counting the hours in your day, but it's actually giving you clues about the years of your life? We're about to dive into how all that data streaming from your wrist, your heart rate, your sleep, your movement, is telling a real-time story about your health and really your future. Okay, first things first, we've got to get one crucial thing straight. We all have a chronological age, right? That's just the number of candles on our birthday cake, and that number, well, it only goes in one direction, up. But we also have a biological age, and that reflects the actual health of our cells, our organs, our systems. And here's the real game changer. Unlike your birthday, your biological age is flexible. You can actually do things to change it. This quote just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures how most of us use these amazing devices. We have this high-tech, super-powered laboratory strapped to our arm, but we're just checking the basics, like our daily step count. It's literally like using a Ferrari just to drive to the mailbox. We're missing out on the metrics that truly matter for predicting our long-term health. All right, so let's start decoding. Our first stop is a metric you've probably seen pop up on your watch, but maybe you haven't totally understood it. It's called Heart Rate Variability, or HRV, and this is the very first piece of your personal longevity code. So we all know our heart rate, right? The number of beats per minute. But HRV is way, way more nuanced. It measures the tiny millisecond level differences in time between each of those heartbeats. And that little variation, that's a direct window into your nervous system's health and your body's ability to adapt to pretty much anything life throws at it. Now here's a twist that might actually surprise you. You'd think a super healthy heart would beat like a perfect, steady metronome, right? Tick, tock, tick, tock. Well, the exact opposite is true. A rigid metronomic rhythm is actually a sign of a stressed-out nervous system. A healthy, resilient heart is what you'd call chaotic. It has high variability. It's adaptable. Here's a great way to think about it. Having a high HRV is like having amazing shock absorbers on your car. It lets your body absorb all the bumps in the road of life, a really tough workout, a stressful day at work, a poor night's sleep, without totally falling apart. A low HRV means you're feeling every single one of those bumps hard. So if HRV tells us about our body's resilience, our next metric tells us about its raw power. Think of it this way. If HRV is the quality of the oil in your engine, then VO2 Max is the horsepower. And let me tell you, it is widely considered the undisputed king of all longevity metrics. So what even is it? Well, VO2 Max is basically a measure of your cardiorespiratory fitness. It's how efficiently your heart and lungs can get oxygen to your muscles when you're really pushing it. And I really can't overstate how important this is. The science on this is crystal clear. VO2 Max is the single strongest predictor of not just how long you'll live, but how well you'll live. And if you need proof of its power, just look at this number. Research has shown that just improving your fitness from the very lowest category to just below average can cut your risk of dying from any cause by a staggering 50%. I mean, there is no pill or supplement on planet Earth that can promise you that. So, your watch estimates your VO2 max, usually by analyzing your heart rate during an outdoor walk or a run. Take a look at this chart. It gives you a general idea of where you might fall on the spectrum depending on your age and sex. Just knowing this number is the critical first step to actively improving it, and quite literally, adding years to your life. But, and this is a big but, here's the catch. You could have a fantastic HRV and be crushing your VO2 max workouts, but if your sleep is a mess, you're pretty much undermining all of your hard work. That's because just sleeping and actually recovering are not the same thing at all. We need to look at what's called your sleep architecture. Your watch doesn't just track how long you were unconscious, it tracks the cycles you go through all night, light, deep, and REM sleep. And it's not really about the total hours you get, it's about the quality and the amount of time you spend in each of these crucial stages. And two of these phases are absolutely non-negotiable for repair. Deep sleep is for your body. This is when your body releases growth hormone, repairs muscles, and fixes tissues. Then there's REM sleep. That's for your brain. It's the cognitive and emotional repair shop where you consolidate memories and process the day. I love this analogy for what's happening during deep sleep. There's this process called the glymphatic system that kicks into high gear. It basically acts like a brainwash, flushing out all this metabolic waste and proteins that are linked to nasty neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. If you're not getting enough deep sleep, that cleaning process just gets cut short. Okay, so we've cracked the code on the individual metrics. Now what? How do we actually use this stuff? Let's move from looking at all these separate numbers to building a simple, integrated daily longevity dashboard. The real key here is to stop looking at single numbers in isolation. Instead, think of it as a trifecta of readiness, resilience, and risk. A lot of modern watches now take all your data, your HRV, your sleep, your recent activity, and they synthesize it into a single readiness or energy score. This is basically your daily bio budget. It tells you if you have the resources to go hard or if you really need to prioritize recovery. So let's make this super practical. Here is a simple, actionable checklist you can use every single morning. First, check your HRV. Is it way off from your normal baseline? That might mean you need to take it easy. Next, track your resting heart rate over time. If it's slowly creeping up, that could be an early warning sign of stress. Take a peek at your SpO2 or blood oxygen to make sure it's not dipping too low overnight. And finally, keep an eye on your VO2 Max and just aim for slow and steady progress. And hey, as you get older, please do not forget to use the more advanced tools on your watch. If you ever feel a weird flutter in your chest, the ECG feature can help detect something called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Your skin temperature can actually flag an oncoming illness before you even feel sick. And fall detection? That is a literal lifesaver, a crucial safety net that you hope you never need. So here's the ultimate takeaway from all of this. Your smartwatch isn't there to judge you for that late-night pizza or the glass of wine. It's a tutor. It's teaching you, with cold, hard, objective data, how your unique body responds to your choices. It gives you the feedback you need to build better, smarter habits. Which really leads to our final thought. The next time you look down at your wrist, don't just check the time. Ask yourself, what story is this incredible device telling me today? By really understanding these hidden metrics, you can transform your watch from just a simple gadget into a powerful tool for taking control of your biological destiny. You're not just getting older, you're getting smarter about how you age. And to make sure you never miss out on more explainers like this one that help you decode the world around you, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. You won't regret it.